Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We're going to talk about winning. Charlie Sheen winning. My name's Rodney.
Nice. I'm Keith, and this is the More in Common Daily Chronicle, where we take where we are, we record what we're doing as a chronicle of our journey to achieve where we want to achieve. It's a chronicle for our girls. It's a chronicle for us to look back upon as we achieve the things that we set out to. So today we're going to talk about winning. It starts with getting past that guy driving way too slow in the fast lane,
Yeah.
which I have now succeeded in doing. So winning, yeah, this is a good follow-up. I mean, we talked about the idea of losing a couple of weeks, a couple of videos ago.
Which I watched again, and we have to. There's more to talk about because we left some topics some stones unturned in that video, but we'll do that later.
Great.
Yeah. I'm thinking about winning. My brain is a little bit biased because I just finished reading Simon Sinek's The Infinite Game.
Yeah.
And I think what you got to first do is define what is winning and like what is the game you're playing and what does winning look like in that game. I think those are the first things.
Yeah.
In my head. What I mean by that is not everything that we're doing has a defined win state. For instance, life. Like there is no end zone. There is no end of the clock that says you won. So I think it gets hard for people to define winning. It gets hard for me. Hi, baby girl.
Huh.
Oh, that's the temperature outside? Wow, thank you. That's amazing. I just a 2.5-year-old just gave me the temperature outside.
There you go. It's
I would define that as a win. I would define that.
No, I think the whole Infinite Game has definitely started to define how I think about winning when I haven't necessarily defined it before. In this, contrast to losing in that spirit of you either win or you learn. And I kind of.
But you don't really like that.
That
much.
Is the doctor's office. That's right, kiddo.
Yeah, it is.
What's that?
So you either win or learn. You don't. It was either you didn't like it or you didn't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't comprehend that sentiment because if you can't lose, you can't win. You can't win, you can't lose. Like to me, it's you learn and you progress.
Well, I think I agree. Like loss is important. I think it's just a reframe of a loss. Like I don't actually lose, I learn.
No, and I also think it's important for me to reframe the win as well, right? Because when we win, especially in the Infinite Game, it's like if I win a sales deal, and then it's over. Now, because I won that deal means nothing to the next deal that I need to be a part of, right? And I might lose that deal, and that might end up being the thing that ends up defining the moment. So now there's this ebb and flow of potential. It's not just riding the middle of it. It's maintaining the experience of the journey, no matter what the end result is. So whether it's a defined success or a defined failure, either way is an opportunity to just keep moving forward and know that, people say it, I've heard it, and I subscribe to it. You control what you can control. I can't always control the outcome, whether that's a win or a loss.
Right.
And in the Infinite Game, the definition of success and whatever that looks like that's never going to be achieved. So rather, enjoying the little things, but those little things being what defines the win and loss. Like, did I get my snowblower started? No. But did I get my driveway cleared? Yes, because I got accomplished what I need to get accomplished. Do I consider that a win? No, I consider that part of the process of just getting to where it needs to go in that moment, and then continuing to do more of the work that's necessary, just to enjoy each moment
Yeah.
versus defining any outcome whatsoever. Um, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about it, especially in the spirit of the infinite game, and enjoying the process rather than worrying about the end result, and trying to worry about the end result less, even if
Well,
that's a win,
yeah,
right?
and I think it's super important to think about as an individual, because since so many people don't, and most of us work for companies and organizations that haven't thought about it either, a lot of times they don't realize the game that they're playing, and they try and use finite rules. Hey, we're going to win this, when there is no defined win state, which is extremely confusing. And
Yes.
it's actually unsettling, but it's hard to define until you realize that that's what's happening. And so having that realization, at least for me, is very, very it's very helpful. Very, very helpful.
Yeah, and especially when in this space that we're in, you could win and lose multiple times in a day. It's not a defined game. It's
Yes,
not a defined
yes,
season. So how do you recover from a loss or keep moving forward from a win and then when you lose, right? There's not enough time to really process all that. And so if you're playing a finite game in an infinite process, then you have the tendency it can get very confusing and difficult to work through, right?
right.
So,
All right.
yeah.
So that's our first take on winning. I'm sure we're going to talk about it more because there's a lot more. Again, there's more that we didn't uncover. Would be really interested to get your takes on what you feel about winning. What do you think about winning? How do you manage winning in your life?
Yes.
We didn't even talk about the emotional highs of winning. Like, that's another thing to get into. But we'll stop and we'll leave it there. Keith, enjoy the drive to the market,
Yes. All right.
and
And
peace
we'll
out.
talk to you in a little bit. Bye, everybody.